Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tiara Gordon. For those of you who do not know me, I am a real estate agent here in Pittsburgh, PA. So if you have not already, you might want to go subscribe to my channel so you're not missing any content. So hopping right into this video, I want to give you at least 5 tips to help you when choosing a brokerage. Things that you should look out for, or maybe things you should start to think about when it comes to picking your own brokerage, okay? So the first thing is, you always want to remember that you are not interviewing for the brokerage. It's more so the brokerage is interviewing for you. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Not like when you go to a job and you're like, hey, this is why I'm so awesome to work for you. This is why you should hire me. No, you want to know what qualities that brokerage has to you as a real estate agent, especially as a newer real estate agent. So you want to make sure that you're interviewing them and you're asking them all the right questions or whatever concerns that you may have. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to hire whatever new agent they can get their hands on, because that's benefiting them as a brokerage. The more agents, the better. The more opportunity they have to make money as a brokerage. Okay. Number 2, you want to know what kind of educational programs they have to offer you. I know at Coldwell Banker, where I am now, we literally have a different virtual class every day of the week. Monday through Friday, there's a virtual class. It might be on how to connect with sellers or how to talk to new home buyers, how to write up a contract, different farming tips. Or we even have courses where they're telling you how to use the different tools and resources that Coldwell Banker has to offer to new agents. And that's really one of the reasons why I chose to go with Coldwell Banker and why I am still there now, because we have a lot of educational and resources that are available to our new agents. And honestly, I don't think I would be able to strive as much as I have or as much as I am without the resources. A lot of people think when you hop into real estate, you're just going to come in here and make a ton of money. And that is not the way real estate works. It takes a lot of hard work. It is not easy work. And there's a lot of details that you really have to know about, especially the contracts. You don't want to mess anything up. You don't want to be held liable. So you want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence as a real estate agent when it comes to picking a brokerage, okay? So number 3. Now this is kind of piggybacking off of the educational, but you want to make sure that there's someone in the office that you're going to be able to connect with or talk with if you ever have any questions. At my office, I go to our office manager for everything. I mean, she's so awesome, so awesome. And that's something that I knew I wanted when looking for a broker. You're new. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to know how to write up a sales agreement or a termination contract. And you want to make sure that you have someone there on standby who's not too busy. You know, so the size of the brokerage really matters, and you want to just be able to make sure that someone's going to be there for you to communicate with, to talk with, if you ever need, almost like a mentor. That's what she almost is like for me. And then we even have other agents who puts in a lot of time with the newer agents. So that's really nice too. We have older agents at our office who are more than welcome or more than willing to sit down with newer agents like me and chat with and go over maybe how to write up a cost sheet. You know what I mean? It's just different things. So those are some of the things you want to make sure you're looking at. Okay. So number 4, okay? Because I know a lot of people are like, but what about the commission, Tiara? What about the commission? It sounds super dope when you hear a brokerage doesn't want to take a large portion of a commission split when it comes to a deal, maybe it's 70-30. You have to think, if they're not taking a lot when it comes to a commission split, then most likely you're going to be missing out on some of the different tools and resources that another brokerage might have to offer. You know, maybe there's not someone there that's reliable that you can call on if you have questions, like a manager. Or maybe they don't even have the different courses to help you actually get going as a new real estate agent. I really don't recommend that to people. I feel like something like that is maybe after you've been in for a year, or maybe if you join a brokerage and you're working on a team, but that's a whole nother spiel, okay? That's something I can actually make a video about, whether you should have a team or whether you should stick to being a solo agent. There's pros and cons to everything, just like there's pros and cons to working with a brokerage that has a higher commission split or maybe have a lower commission split. Once you reach a certain sales volume, the commission changes. So then it might be 70-30. So the better I perform, the less commission split the brokerage would start to receive. So it's, you know, which isn't a big deal, you know, when you think about it, because it's just a lot that goes into real estate. It's not just, oh, hey, I'm an agent and I should just sell your house and just trust me. Like, no, it's a lot deeper than that. So that's something you really want to think about, not just the commission, what they have to offer for you. The money's going to come. If you put in the work, it's going to come. And the commission split shouldn't even really bother you at that point, okay? So number 5, okay? So you have your commission, and then you have separate fees that you might have to pay towards your brokerage. So with the commission split, we also have to pay fees every month. Now, these fees are for legal purposes to help pay for the attorney in case you ever needed to make a civil dispute, or for the MLS and just being able to use the printers, the computers, just being able to have a desk basically in the office. So those are fees that I do have to pay for on a monthly basis. And it's not like, oh, well, do you mean I have to pay those fees like after I close a deal? No. If there's no money coming in, that has nothing to do with them. And they're still like, where's my money? Where is my money? They want their money regardless if you make a deal and if you don't. Fees for every brokerage is different. You might have somewhere where they want you to pay $300 or maybe $100 or maybe $35. The prices really vary, but with that being said, there's pros or cons, you know what I mean? So just like how we talked about earlier, if you're paying less for your commission split and they don't really have a lot to offer you and all that other stuff, you might have higher brokerage fees because somehow they got to pay for the building. You know, they have to pay for an attorney in case if anything happens. There's just a lot that goes into it, which I don't want to get too deep. If people want me to make another video, I can get way more in depth, but that's just kind of the sum it up. So those are basically 5 tips that you want to make sure that you're looking out for when it comes time to picking your brokerage. Don't be in a rush. Make sure you feel comfortable wherever you're going to work, because those are the people that you're going to have to go through. Those are the people you're going to have to connect with, or at least you're going to want to connect with the people in your office, okay? It's all about connections and networking in real estate. You can't make deals and you can't sell houses if no one knows who you are. So you're going to have to get out there and you're going to have to network, and you want to make sure it's somewhere where you feel comfortable at and where you feel like that you're able to get help. So that kind of sums it up. If you guys have any questions, or if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions, please comment down below. And I hope you were able to get something out of it. I know it wasn't that in depth, but continue to watch. I will be uploading a lot more videos to come. So thank you so much for tuning in.